I won. Don't do that. They should write it in Sharpie on the other side of the moon. Not sure why I'm doing this so weirdly. Can you just grab the doorway? Yes! Okay, okay, thank you. Also, very cool. Now this is a game by itself. Okay, so it doesn't actually move. Well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't, because I'm always looking straight ahead into it. This is such a weirdly impossible thing that I'm doing that I can't quite wrap my head around how it would work. Can you put the moon in the door? Great question. Yeah, let's see how it handles multiple objects all being attached. Yeah, it looks like it went in. Yep, it did. It became a child of it, and now can no longer touch it. This is so cool! Please, make a game out of moving tiny doors around with literal spaces inside of them. There's so much possibility in that. Excuse me, Moon. I know I did this, but... Thank you.
Hello.
Am I tiny?
My name is Dr. Glenn
You're
Pierce.
tiny.
In the event that this elevator does not
Oh,
wake you up,
I already heard that.
please don't interact with anything that strikes you as psychologically significant, as we will no longer have any way of controlling it.
Now I want to go
For
back
example,
to that little hole in the
if you
floor
see
and fall
your
into
parents,
it.
Please punch them in the face as hard as you can and immediately run away.
Oh wait, I'm only small once I go through this door, right? Grab the doorway well, that doesn't make sense. Once you grab it, then you can't enter it because it moves with your perspective. Unless... You know what's going to happen? I'm just going to fall out of the world again. Someone said this will crash the game. Are you supposed to, like, lock it into this wall, or maybe it doesn't matter? It looked like it would clip into place. You can make it do a reverse jump, aka a duck. There's no crouch button though. Now we're talking. That's so weird. All right, so far the tiny door you can pick up and move is my favorite thing. I just want more tiny door. Dude, I could Indiana Jones this. Oh, that's so cool. Drop the moon back out. How do you even? Do you know how you even? Imagine if you could do recursive stuff with this. Where you get multiple doors dragged into each other and you have to extricate them from inside each other's worlds. Try to get the door to fall on me. I can try. Yeah, but like, it's hard to get it to go off kilter like that. Oh, I did it. It fell through the back. All right. I think we've pretty much pondered the limits of what we can do with Tiny Door. Unfortunately. I don't want to ever leave you, Tiny Door. Or, in this case, much larger door, but... wait a minute. No, I'm still tiny, right? I didn't get relatively bigger. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm taller now than when I was in there before. I seem bigger, right? Well, that's incredibly interesting. Is that a thing? I'm actually getting bigger. I was only tiny because of the size of the door? Okay. Okay, okay. Now... Oh, shit. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Oh, no. Pull the outside in. Wait. Save me, Moon. Oh, Moon doesn't do that. Moon stays where you put it. I see. Alright, well, okay, we'll live, I guess. Anyway. Again. Awesome concept. This one hallway has introduced, like, several new game mechanics that could be their own games. Relative size based on the door size. Recursive doors that lead to other doors. The whole game could just be one hallway. How do you even program that? A lot of relative things that are dependent on percentages, I assume. It does need a crouch button, but I also probably was not meant to be doing most of that stuff either. I also think I need a Guiji to get through this. Any game without a Guiji, we're gonna have a talk. Guiji is the new technological standard that I expect all games to live up to. Can I turn the monitor? No. Like, think of it this way. Turn on the monitor, fucking Windows opens up. You find, like, a disk in one of these file cabinets. There's no computer, but imagine there was, like, a computer. You launch the disk, and it opens a door on the desktop. And then you take the door out of the desktop, and you put it in this window. You know, you see where I'm going. It could get real wacky real fast. Death Stranding does, in fact, have a Guiji. They're black, though. Whoa. That's a cool image.
This is an automated message for all patients
It's
who
a bit
attempted
Mario,
to use
though.
an alternate pathway to access the next phase of Somnasculpt therapy, but who have become trapped in a dream state paradox instead. Your decisions imply a failure of orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol. You will rectify this failure immediately.
No, it's not the same dev as Stanley Parable. But I do definitely hold that dev in high esteem and will play any of their work. As such, I'm feeling about the same way as this developer as well. Yeah, it's definitely got a vibe. I mean, it's the office setting, I believe, but it could be quite likely they were inspired a bit by them. Oh, it's sound paneling. It's a bit dark, huh? I can't see that very well until I get right up close to it. I don't think there was a brightness setting. Oh, it made my thing small again. It made my thing small again. There you go. Yeah, no brightness. Alright, so there's a few settings, maybe, that could use being there. No more going in the options menu, though. Yeah, this actually, right here, reminds me a little of Stanley Parable, because there was that scene in the art museum. Ooh, a drafting table. What are we drafting? Bedrong schema. Is this schema electric? I thought it was German. QUE like that, though. Oh. Tiny art hallway. I've told the story before, but I always find it... Oh, the dice, that's what we're looking for. I always found it very funny. There was this art exhibit at a gallery I went to, and it was like a... Imagine instead of this window, right, it's just a hallway that goes back, and at the end of the hallway was a TV, and it was set to just have, like, static or something on, one of them had static, one of them, there was, like, a couple hallways. One of them had, like, a video camera that was showing the other people in the area and what they were doing. And then next to the hallways, I believe what it was just a little bit of, like, leftover gap between where the art exhibit ended and the wall started. And people were way more interested in the hole next to the art exhibit. And so they were, like, working their way in, and it was too tiny. Like, you could only shuffle in, and it got more narrow as you went in further. And so there was, like, this old couple in front of me and Lynn, and they were, like, shuffling their way down this narrow freaking black hallway where you couldn't see anything. There may have even been people at the end of it. We didn't know. It was too deep. And so I just found such inspiration from the idea that the context of them being in an art museum caused them to do this thing that they never would have done in any other circumstance. There was nothing in there. There was nothing to discover. But I love that they went in there, and I wanted to go in there too. Only because of the stuff that I knew it wasn't. Oh, they're apples. A nice discovery. So anyway, I urge you, artists out there, consider the context of the surrounding space, potentially part of your exhibit, whether you intend it to be or not. Others may just decide that it is, and then, you know, work with it. Hopefully no one ever got trapped in that tiny hallway. Oh. Or if they did, I hope that they found artistic merit in being trapped in that tiny hallway. Because the reality is, everything about that scenario was all art. What? The dice is 2 pieces. I never would have expected. I want to use this to, like, force them apart somehow. Hooray for postmodernism, I guess. That is absolutely the way that that needs to be delivered. The I guess is critical. It was so we could make steps, that's why there was the 2 pieces. I don't know if we need these again, but I'll just bring them up here in case. Ooh, that is a cream door. You guys like this motif? The blue and cream look with the wood floor? It's kind of elegant, but also kind of creepy at the same time. It feels like it needs silver fittings or something on the door handle. You do love that motif? I really like this blue, but it's so nautical. This is like all of the houses in Boston by the sea. Oh, but when the light hits it, though, it's got this really nice luminosity. Look at this composition here. This is very pretty. We've got the fading gradient of the wooden paneling on the floor being illuminated, and then the luminosity coming from the walls reflecting down, giving it this kind of aquamarine turquoise tint. And then the much brighter blue fading into the dark navy, and then the hot, bright yellow, and then the cream doors with the heavy blue over them, which gives them sort of an even more aquamarine tint. Seafoam, almost. Colors are so weird. They're so incredibly relative depending on the situation. It's like, look at the vast grayness of this wall compared to over here. That's some relativity for you. That's a manifold garden for you. Dude, I love indie games. There's no chance that I would be spending this amount of time. Well, okay, fair enough. Actually, not true. Control. I definitely spent that amount of time talking about color composition. Am I supposed to break the police tape somehow? Oh! I've been japed. The hooliganism is on full display. Ooh, projected shadow. But not the vent, though. Hooligantery. Man, I can't wait for the day when everything is done in ray tracing. I mean, in real-time ray tracing. Because, like, it kind of seems like there's only one... Oh, never mind. The thing I was about to say is just not true, so never mind. I wanted to see if I could completely block that light source with one of these, because I still don't fully understand the way Unity dynamic lights seem to work. This is Unity, right? Or would it be... Might be Unreal. No, it feels like Unity.
Professional tip: the average adult can only withstand 3 to 5 dreams per night.
Is that
Once
all?
this threshold is eclipsed by entering more dreams, your mind will suffer an explosive mental overload, reorienting you for the emergency exit protocol. Please subject yourself to explosive mental overload.
I can pick up the light. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. Can I scale a dynamic light? Holy hell. Yes, is the answer. Okay, it also makes the beam stronger. Can I make it so big that all the light is just a white, hot mess? Just searing plasma from the sun? I'm having trouble making things larger all of a sudden. I guess they could theoretically put like an artificial limiter on how big you could make certain objects, and you probably wouldn't even realize. Also, is this a ramp? I feel like I could get on top of this AC unit or whatever it is. And just climb over all this stuff. Oh, it's so tiny. It really doesn't want to flip over for some reason. I guess it's got really sturdy legs. There we go. Oh, it set itself back up again. You can only rotate things around in a circle. You can't make them flip the other direction, sadly. Oh, it's the hallway that's narrowing it and making it limited, huh? Is that what's happening? I think some objects just can't go much bigger than a certain size. I mean, that's quite big, though. You can make it huge if you hold it from inside the hallway out in the room, I bet. Oh, it's alright. We don't have to spend too much more time. I was just curious. It's a pretty nice effect, actually. the bloom on the light is, like, really searing, as I was hoping it would be. Oh, no fountain. What's going on with these? They're a little warped. You guys okay? The tiniest dice. Whoa! This is what games are supposed to be about. Discovery and moments of awe. I mean, dexterity-driven stuff, of course, as well, but I love this. This whole theme, this whole vibe is so good. Yes, also moments of awe. Those are good, too. I mean, we could do literally anything with video games, and we choose to make so many of them freaking brown-gray shooters. Oh, I like this. And at the end, the present finally lowers from the sky, and the gift is revealed. It's a hat made from the skin of Milton Cubicle. Oh. All right. That's fun. They are apples, indeed. Yeah, I only just recently watched Salad Fingers for the first time, so that was still sort of fresh in my mind. Was I supposed to do other stuff there, or? Maybe not. I feel like I overjumped that. Oh, there's a chess piece on the back. Interesting. I wonder if there's a reason for that. What if you, overlap it just a little? Oh no, it's definitely hard-coded not to mess with it. I was seeing how tight their collision is. Turns out pretty tight. Can you lift the dice so you're standing on it? Oh. Okay, you can only select it from... Yes! This is how we do it. And I broke it. I can't move, I can't select it. Yeah, pretty much that's a restart. Well, you know I had to do it to him. No problem. I want to play to that strength, though. Like, given the way I know how to consistently break certain scenarios, I think that it's entirely plausible that I could create a situation sort of like that, where people go, what if you do this? You find yourself up in the ceiling, and then the revelation is that was the intended path. That's how you get the good ending.
Please note that a reluctance to volunteer for the risks associated with explosive mental overload implies a misunderstanding of all other solutions, all of which are far more traumatic and likelier to result in catastrophe. I am not capable of suboptimal suggestions. Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
I kind of like it in here. I don't really want to leave yet.